Champalampy. You ready? You ready for this? Load the car and ride the nose. Grab your bag and grab your coat. Tell the ones that need to know we are headed north. 1 foot in and 1 foot back. But it don't pay to live like that. So I cut the ties and jump the tracks. Come on, Champy, for never to return. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in. Are you aware the shape I'm in? My hands, they shake, my head, it spins. Oh, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in. When at first I learned to speak, I used all my words to fight with him and her and you and me. I was just a waste of time. It was such a waste of time. That woman, she's got eyes that shine like a pair of stolen polished dimes. She asked to dance, I said it's fine. I'll see you in the morning time. Oh, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in. Are you aware the shape I'm in? My hands, they shake, my head, it spins. Oh, Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in. Yeah. 3 words that became hard to say. Thank you, Robert Rossi. My goodness, that's generous. Thank you very much. I and love and you. What you were then, I am today. Look at the things I do. Aww, that B string out of tune. Screen went dark. Oh, that's weird. I got this weird. This little picture and window thing's really giant again, like it was last night. The laptop screen went dark a couple of times. Huh. No, I mean, I'm plugged in. I think I'm charging. Huh. I have a feeling. I'm wondering if I should quit and come back in. I think I'm going to have to quit and come back in. Let me try turning off dual screen and turning it back on. Settings. No, not that. This. Dual. Off. Circle. Rectangle. See, there it's little. Something's up with TikTok. You know what TikTok is. Janky! It's janky, people. Hello, people. What's happening, good people? How is everybody? Welcome to the AI Learning Lab. I spent most of my day working on bugs for my software. God, I hate bugs. They make me cranky. Cranky. I'm going to book you at a discotheque. Yeah. Like I said, I was in a band called Thin the Herd once. We were appropriately named. If when you book me is when you want the crowd to, all right, we get the hint. We'll go. We'll leave now. Although if you have Champ there, people would stay for Champ. Oh, man. Avett Brothers. That's a good Avett Brothers song, that one. Brooklyn, take me in. Are you aware the shape I'm in? Oh, yeah. What's a discotheque? Don't complain. I have been booking bands all day. Book it up, man. Champ and Kyle. singing the depressing Americana songbook. Come one, come all. If you're having too good a day, this is the show for you. Although, listen, you don't have to always sing happy songs. Like James Taylor's made a career out of sad songs. Oh, man. All right, let's get started here. So here's what I'd like you to do. Share the live. Here's what I'm asking. You go wherever you go. I'm an old man. I don't know how to do it. It's the TikTok. Martha tells me what to do. She turns it on for me. She said, just sit there and talk. And I'm like, I think I'm on. I don't know. She's like, do you see your fucking big fat face? And I'm like, yeah, I see my face. My face is right there. And she's like, well, then it's fucking on. So anyway, so what you do, figure out how to share this live. And then share it with people who you know it'll make cranky. What do you mean? Who's that? The people that when you're like, I think AI is pretty cool. They're like, no, just could you stop now? Could we not talk about AI this dinner? Could we have one day a week where we don't talk about AI? Okay. And then you start talking about AI again? Send it to those people. But Kyle, that's uncomfortable. That's okay. It'll be less comfortable when they get laid off from their job because they didn't pay attention to AI. And they come knocking on your door. Hey, Jim, could you teach me how to use AI? Oh, you mean the thing you told me not to talk about anymore a year ago when I stopped talking about it? Yeah, that. Could you teach me that now? Oh, yeah. So do that. Share the live, follow the channel, do all the stuff. If you have questions or comments about AI or you want to see me demo something, I'm happy to do that. Because my brain got scrambled fixing bugs today, I'm essentially flatlined. I'm not starting with any sort of thoughts in my head other than the dog sang good tonight. Just watch a few Dave Shapiro videos while I was in the green room. Very nice. David Shapiro went off on OpenAI today. Did you guys see that? I got tagged like 4 times. It was like, Kyle, David Shapiro's saying bad things about OpenAI. What are you going to do? I jumped right in. I said, yeah, they better get their shit together. So it's a normal life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me go to LinkedIn, see what David Shapiro said. Because I thought what he wrote was actually spot on. Oh, I got to do this. I'm going to have to go away and do my 17-factor authentication. Hold, please. All right, here's something. Do you guys have this anxiety? So in the new 17-factor authentication where it's like go to your phone, and then you go to your phone and it pops up a screen that it's like, yes, let me in. No, that's not me. I have a similar anxiety with that thing as I do when someone's approaching the elevator and I go to hit the doors open button and I can't decipher the the icons on the buttons fast enough to know which one's open and which one's closed. And if you hit the wrong one, you're going to close it in their face. I have a similar kind of anxiety when the thing comes up about, yes, that's me. No, that's not me. What if I hit the wrong one? I'll be banned forever. It's really funny. It's just fucking modern technology, man. It's just wacky. Just wacky. Someone's got to redesign the elevator open and close door arrow things, because if you can take 38 seconds to decipher them, you can figure out which one's which. But when someone's coming at you and you're like, hold it, I'll get this for you. And then you're like, oh shit, what do I do? Like it's just all lines. Oh man. All right. So we deal with psychological issues in here. Like, do you get elevator button anxiety? We do it all. Welcome to Chat ADD. This is Chat ADD. Let me go look up David Shapiro's little rant on OpenAI here. Oops, David Shapiro. It's funny. I haven't seen him post on LinkedIn before. I guess I must not follow him or something. David Shapiro. AI thought leader. Here we go. I should connect with him more. Connect. Add a note. Huge fan and tell people to follow you all the time on tiktok.com/@AI Learning Lab. See if we can get old David Shapiro to connect with us on LinkedIn. All right, what did he say today? He said, here it is. As much as I want to give OpenAI the benefit of the doubt, they continuously disappoint in the most boneheaded ways. I went to check on my GPTs, which I shared publicly. They shared both my full legal name as well as my personal email address. OpenAI, what the actual hell? Do you have any consultants with the slightest inkling of privacy and safety? I have been forced to delete all of my GPTs from their store. For a company constantly touting that they want to align AGI with human values, they don't seem to understand the most basic value of privacy. My response to it was, the transition from research lab to consumer software company has got to be a beast, but these basic security issues, combined with the incompleteness of the GPT store, is disappointing indeed. OpenAI has to get their crap together. They're going to destroy the massive goodwill they've built over the past year. So yeah. Listen, this is what happens, man. When you put yourself in the public sphere, it's you get. It's just like at the craps table. You sort of up or you down. You're up or you're down, and you got to keep it going, man. Because people, you can lose trust really, really fast. If this stuff stays too janky for too long, they'll lose customers. And what it really does is it opens a door for Google and Apple and anyone else that wants to come in. Claude, right? Anthropic is a bunch of ex OpenAI people that didn't like the way they were doing, safety and alignment, that went off to do their own thing. If they had their marketing hats on over at Anthropic, they would be trolling OpenAI right now. But I suppose they want to be on good graces with them, but they should go. If you want a company that actually cares about safety and privacy, come to us. So, wild. So what do you recommend to people who have set up public GPTs? I don't know. I mean, I don't know the details of they shared both my full legal name as well as my personal email address. I don't know what that actually means. Like, did he jailbreak it and they shared it? Did they share it through like some hyperlink that you could just hyperlink to it? So I don't know. I don't know enough about the details. I have always said if you're going to put a GPT out there, you should assume that anything that you put in it is fair game, right? Is that can be gotten to very, very easily. You shouldn't put private information. You shouldn't put proprietary information. You should be put stuff out there that you'd be cool with if it were available publicly. That's been my contention from the beginning. What he's talking about them sharing full legal name and personal email address, that's like a security fuck up. That's a different thing. So I guess he went and he unshared all of his things. I would say he has enough of a following that they will probably plug that hole pretty quick. So if you're not comfortable, go turn off your GPTs and then turn them on when they say something about it. When someone sends feedback, it gives you their email. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, like I said, man, this we're witnessing the struggles of transitioning from a research lab to a consumer company, and it's painful. It's painful to watch. It's painful on the product side, and it's painful on the safety side. So, and I think he's got a good point. Like, for a company that's touting "trust us with the future of humanity," maybe they could get a little tighter on the security with emails and such. Search in GPT Store is whack too. They've tweaked it again now, and you can barely find what you're looking for. Suzanne, like, it was horrible before. They tweaked it and made it worse? Oh, good Lord. Like, if you searched for something that you had a partial word, like if you searched with the thing with the space in it, but the GPT was written without the space in it, you couldn't find it. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So, births are messy things. Miracles, but messy. Yeah, exactly. This is one of those. What's funny? It's funny having dealt with we had four unrelated bugs surfaced at the same time. Some of them had to do with something the client did. Some of them had something to do with what we did. Some of them had to do with just weirdness in how we're muxing together our older systems and our modern systems. And it's a complicated mess, but it's solvable. But like, what this says to me is that they've deprioritized the consumer application part of the business, and they've prioritized the research. I think. Or they just have, not the right people running this consumer shit. But if they've put their best minds on super alignment and GPT-5 and Q-Star because they stumbled onto AGI and they've taken the best and brightest minds and they've dumped them on that, and they said, "Oh, you OpenAI equivalent of B players, you go deal with the ChatGPT stuff." It's possible that that's going on, but that seems a bit short-sighted to me. Like, it seems to me they need to get in. They need to be poaching someone from Apple or some serious, serious company that's got their shit together with privacy and with user experience, because it's a mess. When are they going to start to revenue share on ChatGPT? I don't fucking know. We assumed when they launched a thing called the GPT Store, one of the implications, if you look up the definition of the word store on, say, a powerful tool like ChatGPT, I think it would imply that it's a place of commerce where value is exchanged. And you provide something like a swell GPT in exchange for something like, say, dollars or yen, dineros. There's not a fucking mention of rev sharing on the GPT store. They should have called it the GPT sort of directory page. ChatGPT's in beta. Microsoft Copilot is the product. Well, not really. No, I don't think that's right. No, I don't buy that. I mean, maybe. I mean, Microsoft does seem to be pulling stuff in 2 months after they launch it at OpenAI. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It would be a real shame for them to throw the brand out the window, the ChatGPT brand, because it's a good brand. It's got the chance of being like Xerox or Kleenex. GPT, right? A GPT is synonymous for a large language model like experience. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hola, Kyle. ¿Cómo está? I'm doing very well, Edson. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking. I mentioned earlier I've been bug smashing all day, and they were really obscure and overlapping, and it reminded me that I don't like some of our technology very much, and so anyway, so I'm a little cranky. Yeah, and then just ChatGPT needs to get their shit together. I thought at this point we would have had at least one major big announcement from someone that we'd be talking about some new thing. And I thought it was going to be the GPT store. And then I was like, and then we haven't heard anything. There haven't been any rumblings from Google. We heard the one thing from Meta where Mark Zuckerberg said, "We're doing AGI too." And we're gonna point $22 billion worth of hardware at Llama 3, and then we're going to open source it. So that was exciting, but we can't go play with it, right? I want to go play with shit. My dad used to ask me to Google things for him. Now he asks me to ChatGPT them. Exactly, Lori. I mean, it's like OpenAI really has established, themselves as a king of the hill position, and they're just pissing it away with shitty launches. Like seriously, it would have been better for them not to launch the GPT store in the state it's in my opinion. Hold out for another 3 weeks. Get it right. Get it at least not horrible. If you said there's going to be rev sharing in it, at least have a pop-up somewhere that says rev sharing will be coming. Make sure to get your GPTs up and running. And hope you're good with us giving out your full legal name and email address. Whee! Oh, good Lord. Sam, call me. All right. Let's get going here. Let's get this show started, shall we, people? Let's get it going. So here's some good news. Here's some exciting news. So I'll do this. Let's do it this way. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go here. So go here. Go to the Salon, Salon.ai. Type that in your browser. And then that's going to take you to... Oh, wait. I got to go to... Hang on. AI. That's going to take you to this link tree. And I just added the fourth tab here is the AI Learning Lab Live. So I take the recordings of these lives and I put them on a YouTube channel. So I just put that link there. I'm caught up through yesterday. I uploaded a bunch of them. And then the ones from Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which, like Saturday and Sunday, I was on some sort of soapbox kick where I was just sort of off my rails, or off the rails, off my rocker. And then Monday was kind of a deep dive into something, I think ChatGPT. So all three of those days were kind of they were at least interesting in that they were different than other days. So that was last Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and I labeled them as separate. But anyway, you can go watch back episodes on that. So just bookmark that, and then head over to the AI Salon community, and that'll take you to our Mighty Networks community. And it's, Mighty Networks is just a community hosting platform. It's kind of like a cross between Discord and Facebook ish, something like that. But there's all sorts of cool stuff in here. So go to Welcome to the Salon section and check out what we're all about. Basically, we're just a group of AI adventurers trying to figure this shit out together. And so if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. It doesn't cost anything. This is free for everyone. And please check out our values. All right. I liked your soapbox kick. It helped motivate and inspire me to get started. Oh, that's awesome, Rachel Sparkles. I remember you being in there and participating. So first of all, thank you for participating. And yeah, that's really exciting for me to hear. I built my first GPT last night, Empowered Pixels. So, okay. So here's an inspiration for you. So last night, Empowered Pixels said, "Okay, tomorrow, you've inspired me. Tomorrow, I'm going to build a GPT." And I said, "No." I said, "Build it now." And so I guess he built it now, or she built it now. I don't know, he or she, but that's awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations. That's really exciting. All right, in the AI Salon, go check out our values: curiosity, generosity, exploration, collaboration, inclusion, and empathy. And just read what we're all about. And if you dig that, you should come join us. Let's see. And then go to the community section. Please introduce yourself. And then, if you want some fun, after you've done that, go to the show and tell section. And what the show and tell becomes during these lives is kind of a jam session where people that come here a lot just make silly images, and if I say something stupid, there's a lot of Valentine stuff in there. But if I say, "Oh, that one's cute, Mary, the AI Learning Lab elevator, that's very, very cute. I sent my non-TikTok friend the link to your most recent YouTube post yesterday." "Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Special K. That's good. That's good." I don't know if I don't know what kind of gift I am sending to people, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Amazing. My God, do I hate bugs. That's pretty much what I felt like today. So anyway, so this is the show and tell channel. And then the other thing that I'll show you, and we'll use this as kind of a navigation tool tonight, is the list of AI Salon tool recommendations. So this is a list that I curate personally, and it starts out with ChatGPT, still the best. Even though we're sort of ragging on them for their security and privacy, just in terms of the way these large language models work and what they do, ChatGPT is still far and above anyone else. And then there's lots of other things to do here. Other large language models, image tools, video creation tools, music generation tools, 3D tools, and then people to follow, including David Shapiro, who we just read his bitch slap of OpenAI. And then Ethan Mollick did an interesting something today. What did he do today? I forget. It was another interesting post from Ethan Mollick. So, and then Paul Reitzer had an interesting one today. There's some stuff going on where if three of the four people that I follow are getting a little bristly, a little getting their elbows out a little, as they say in the F1 game, something's going on. There is some sort of flux in the time-space continuum, which probably means something's about to happen. I also, one of the things that we talked about yesterday toward the end of the live, if you've been using ChatGPT in the past 2 days, it is weirdly bad. Like it breaks a lot. Images aren't rendering. It gives like when you do things where you kind of know how it answers that, it's not answering them like that. And then if you coax it, it sort of will. So generally when I see that kind of behavior from ChatGPT, it means that they're taking a bunch of their servers offline, updating them, and then slowly putting them back online. So one of two things is happening. That's what's happening. And what's today? Today's Thursday, so it probably won't happen tomorrow. Maybe by mid next week, we get some sort of major update from OpenAI. That's a possibility. Or they're just doing shit that's breaking things. I've been telling everyone you're the number one AI rock star. They should check out. Oh, Special K, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rockstar, well, but I appreciate it. Yeah, so something's up with OpenAI. Now, I've seen a bunch of screenshots recently where some of the people have like a little thing with 3 bullet points on it that from OpenAI that says, your ChatGPT now has memory where it can remember chats across sessions. It's possible that's what's coming. But I don't know. That's total speculation. They need to figure out their A/B testing if that's the case. Oh, Pate, they need to figure out so much. I don't know how long you've been here, but if you heard me, I read what David Shapiro said about OpenAI today, and and I agreed with him. Have you heard of Rabbit Tech Device? In fact, I bought one of the first 10,000, and I got free Perplexity for a year. Yeah, the Rabbit R1 device. There's 2 significant Rabbit platforms in the world. One of them we can't talk about on this channel. The other one is an AI device. It cut me off after 30 minutes of use. I was in the middle of a presentation to a client. Oh, that's always special. Yeah, that's you know, you know what else could be going on, Source Camp? What else could be going on here is what I haven't been thinking about is they launched ChatGPT Team. And ChatGPT Team, they're charging $10 more a month. You get rate limited less, and you get faster instances, and you get 32,000 tokens. If a significant amount of people upgraded to Teams, what they might have done is actually reduce the capacity of ChatGPT Plus capabilities, and while they increased it for ChatGPT Team. That's another possibility. Yeah, that's really fucking frustrating. I was at a real life AI meeting yesterday. We all ran around and spoke about AI tools we use, how we use it, how we like to do it. Left with a whole list to try. Oh, that's awesome. Suzanne, that's really good. So maybe you can put that. I mean, obviously share it somewhere in the Salon, but maybe you can pop it in the Irregulars channel or something like that, or just tag me in it when you post it, because I'd like to see that, because it would be nice to update. It would be nice to update my list. It would be great to do this locally with AI Salon meetups. That's a really good idea. So we're launching. We're calling the Salon meetups that are going to happen in person. We're calling them the AI After Hours City. So AI After Hours Denver, AI After Hours LA, hosted by the AI Salon. And so we're gonna roll out Denver this coming Tuesday, and then we're gonna roll out all other cities either 2 weeks after that or 2 weeks after that. So those are coming. So yay, that's exciting. Yeah, that would be really good to do in those local events. Awesome. I'm not in the irregular channels. Why? I pulled the list together this weekend. It's now. I can. So just just go down toward the bottom. There's an area called clubs. Click on the word clubs, and it'll show you a list. And just ask for access, and I'll give you access to it. There's no reason you should not be in the irregulars, unless you don't like us. If you're like, those irregulars, I'll be anywhere but with them. Well, then you don't need to ask to be in that channel. So when do you think ChatGPT 5 will be announced? I don't know. If I were a betting man, when did they launch ChatGPT 4? It was March, right? They launched 3.5 in November. And then it was 5 months. And people were kind of speculating that GPT-4 was kind of imminent in January, and then it was 2 months later. And I don't hear any of that kind of buzz right now for GPT-5. I think they're working on it. I think they're going to not call it GPT-5. If I read between the tea leaves about what Sam Altman said at Davos, he twice mentioned or whatever we call it. And he said, I don't want there to be a ChatGPT 22. So they're probably going to come up with some name for it. I'm guessing either early summer or early fall. Please check the mod channel. All right. How do I? How do I fix that? Pate. I don't know how to. Well, Pate just posted before, so I think he's not muted. Are you muted, Pate? If you're muted, say something. It sounds like you might have been accidentally muted. Muted? Yes, muted. He's muted. Okay. How do I unmute him? I gotta find him, right? Hang on. I saw he posted something earlier. I guess he got fat finger muted. Hold, please. We're having technical difficulties. It's been the story of my day. You know what I hear? I hear it's a full moon. And when they have a full moon, all sorts of things happen. People go crazy. It's in settings. Okay, thank you. Let me go to settings. Settings. Muted accounts. No muted accounts. Moderators. Is he a moderator? It says he's not muted. I do not know what to tell you people. He's free. Okay, he's free. He's free. Pat is back. Pat is back. Oh, hey, Mark. Hi. Oh, hi. Hey, Pat. Welcome. Welcome back to the world of the commenting and the pinnable. Blink once if you need help. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Oh, we were talking about the Rabbit R1. So if I go to rabbit.tech. If you don't know what the other rabbit is, this is the other rabbit. What's he talking about? Silver Fox called your muting a publicity stunt. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Moderator settings. All right. Got it. Did any? So this thing is an interesting handheld device that is designed by Teenage Engineering. Which, if you don't know Teenage Engineering, then you're not a Gen Z millennial music synth person, because they make all sorts of cool synthesizers. The connection to Teenage Engineering is interesting. The founder of Rabbit has designed a music controller, or some kind of controller, computer or music controller, that Teenage Engineering built. So he's got, this is, I assume, at least his second device with them. It's got a camera. It's got a cool scroll wheel. It's got a USB slot. It's got a button. And the button is the thing that kind of intrigues me the most. That it's like a walkie-talkie button, right? So this could be my nostalgia for the 70s. But the idea of you push your walkie-talkie button and then you talk to your AI just seems really fucking cool to me. So anyway, that's the Rabbit R1. It was $200, which, you know, for a piece of new tech like this, normally these are in the $700 or $800 range. Like the pin by Humane, that it got buzzed for like half a day, and then everyone's like, nah, I don't care about that. That was $700 plus you needed a phone plan. This is $200. You don't need a subscription. It's got a screen. It's got that bitchin' cool design. And then, like, even if it sucks, it's like something cool to stick on your shelf, you know? It's got a cool scroll wheel that's never been said before. Well, it hasn't been said in a while because everyone's taken any physical buttons off their devices. Everything's a slick piece of glass. There's something nice about this. Also, the way the camera most of the time, so it's on this cylinder that'll rotate to either selfie mode or point away mode. When it's not active, it turns down so that it can't be activated, which I think is really smart. And it's just it's a good visceral analog thing. You see the camera is either, you know, if the dot is facing to you, the camera's on. If it's, you know, facing away, you'd see it on your screen. And if it's facing down, you know it's black. Mod settings, go to share. Oh, share. See, I don't even have a share icon. And I also, when I go to share, I don't have all those options that you showed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Fisher Price, my first AI device. This is so Pate, absolutely. This is totally Fisher Price, my first AI device. Here's why I think it's a big deal. Whether or not it succeeds or not, it is the first, in my opinion, it is the first device. Well, I don't even know if this is in my opinion. It's the first device that I've seen in a long, long time that isn't just a copy of the iPhone. In fact, it spits in the eye of the iPhone and says, this whole idea that we have to have this big device with all these apps on it is stupid, because there's too many apps now and you get confused and you just want to do stuff. You don't want to have to jump from this app to that app to that app. You should be able to just push your button and go do shit for me. And so not only did they build this device where you can do that, they also built this thing called the LAM, the Large Action Model, where they're claiming, and again, they're claiming it in marketing, that it can be trained on any piece of software. And they've already said, well, it's better at certain software than other. But the idea is you can train it to use software. Like one of the examples they give in the keynote is he turns on the recording software. He goes to Discord. He goes to Midjourney, he makes a Midjourney image, and then he turns that into an action that he can call by pushing his button. So he can say, make me a Midjourney image of whatever, and it will know how to go use that software. Why didn't Apple come out with that? Why isn't Apple is normally the one that breaks their own ecosystem, right? Apple's the one that removed floppy drives from computers. Apple's the one that removed DVDs from computers. Apple's the ones, they usually remove shit first. And everyone's like, don't take away my whatever it is. And then, 2 years later, you're like, yeah, I never used my DVD player anyway, and I don't miss it. Like, they always seem to know when to do that. They missed it on this one, which I think is fascinating. And what do you do with it? So I don't know. We'll see. A possibility of what I do with the Rabbit R1 is I get it, I take it out of the box, and I go, explain quantum mechanics to me in an M&M wrap, and it will do it, and I'll go, cool. And then I stick it on my shelf and never use it again. That's a possibility. There's another possibility that, like, what I don't know is the form factor convenient enough that it's actually more convenient than my phone? And I don't know. Is there large action model? Is the fact that I can say, order me an Uber or, book me a restaurant and just talk into it, and it goes and finds the app and it goes and does all that shit. Apple subtracts, doesn't add. Yep, exactly. Simple's hard. And the problem with the Apple app infrastructure is the App Store in a lot of ways, and the app infrastructure on an Apple device and on Android devices, on all the devices, it's very non-Apple. It's very like Byzantine, and you've just got all these apps, and unless you're diligent about managing apps, you've got hundreds of them. Apple is seen as premium consumer goods. They have accessories that cost $200 easy, and you're just talking about their USB-C cables. Exactly, Pate. Yeah, I can't. Apple would not have released the Rabbit R1 for $200. Here's what I can tell you though. The CEO has been putting out TikToks, so you can go follow him. If you go to TikTok and search for the Rabbit R1, the CEO has been doing demo videos where he I guess he's got his phone and he's taking video of his Rabbit R1 with his phone. When he pushes the button, it sounds like cheap plastic. It's like clack, 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 clack. It sounds like Fisher-Price. So it definitely does not have, it's got Apple kinds of aesthetics, but it does not have Apple kinds of build quality. I can tell you that just from listening to him use it. But I find it fascinating, man. If you've never been to CES is fucking massive. Like, it's many, many football fields. It's building after building after building of the biggest consumer electronics companies in the world showing their latest shit, and everyone was talking about AI. Sony and Samsung, just all of them, LG, the see-through TVs, all that shit. And the Rabbit R1 was like the clear runaway hit of the show for a reason. Like, it captured the imagination. It was something different. Like, the see-through TVs were cool, but we saw see-through TVs at CES 5 years ago. They were just bigger and clunkier. So this one is actually see-through, and it's a standalone piece of glass. And okay, like, we kind of saw that, right? And then a lot of the AI announcements were like, we're going to be doing cool AI. And, and the Rabbit R1 was just one of those things that was like, that's different. And, he did a little keynote video and it was a hit. So we'll see. We'll see. Does that become a new kind of device? It might. Like, I could see there being a form factor like that where you've got a screen. Especially if you've got like a little screen on a handheld device that's just easy to activate. We'll have glasses within 4 years, 5 years that'll look just like normal glasses that we'll be able to see shit in. So we'll have our spatial computing interface here. We'll have some sort of, device here that we can play with, and then we'll have whatever computers become, right? And those might be in the spatial things, or they might just be remain hardware devices. First time I saw it, it reminded me of my viewfinder. Yeah, it does. It's like a viewfinder. It's like a walkie-talkie. It's like Fisher Price toys. It's totally like that. I think they nailed the nostalgia look and feel of that thing. Like it feels like something I played with as a kid and wanted as a kid. And maybe they're going for that. They got my $200. They got it quick. I saw Robert Scoble said I ordered one and then I didn't know what it was and I clicked on it and I saw it and then I watched 3 minutes of the beginning of the keynote. I skipped ahead to the middle where he was demoing it, and he was like 2 demos in, and I'm like, order, because it's like, yeah, this is pretty good. Then I watched the rest of the keynote. But can't it be an app? It can be an app, Bubbles, and in fact, a lot of what they're doing are just macros. Right? Now, they're calling them the large action model, and it's absolutely, I'm assuming that they're not lying, that they actually built a transformer-based model that knows how to do actions. But it's basically macros. But it's also, it's not just macros. That's not fair to them. When you push the button, pushing the button is the equivalent of saying, "Hey Alexa," or the Apple one, where you're activating it. So instead of activating it by saying its name, you just push the button, and that activates. It says now you're prompting the large language model. So you just push the button. Here, let me show you what it's like, because it's easier to show it than describe it. Watch the keynote.
Binding collaboration with teenage engineering, the R1 is a fully standalone device, primarily driven by natural language. The accumulation of countless hours of work from our research, design, and software teams. It is simple to use. R1 is equipped with everything you need to interact with you and perceive your surroundings. It comes with a touchscreen, a push-to-talk button, and an analog scroll wheel. A microphone and speakers, and a computer vision enabled 360-degree rotational camera we call the rabbit eye. It is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable, and it has the same card slots that's
Bubbles, it's another thing I have to put an AirTag on. Said like a true neurospicy ADHD clubber.
supports global 4G LTE network. First though, is a speak. With a push-to-talk button, you don't need to say anything to wake it up. Just press and hold the button and talk, like a walkie-talkie. Now, let's give it a shot. What's the nature of the reality?
The nature of reality is a topic that has captivated the minds of philosophers and thinkers throughout history.
He claims that the latency, the pause between when you talk and when it responds, is 4 times faster than the current like Pi and ChatGPT. My suspicion is that it's not as fast as what you just saw, but if it's 4 times faster than those things, that would make it not annoying. Because I find Pi and ChatGPT voice right now, I love interacting with them, but that latency of like 3/4 of a second is really annoying. So if they can get that down to even, slightly slower than what they just showed there, that would be impressive.
According to Bertrand Russell, reality is composed of hard data derived from sensory experiences and logical analysis. It is the amalgamation of our perceptions, thoughts, and the external world.
I can speak or type with R1. If you shake R1, a keyboard will pop up. You will also know that the response speed is much faster than using some of the LLM assistant apps with web browsing, such as ChatGPT. What's the stock price of Coca-Cola?
Searching for the stock price of Coca-Cola.
Now, again, what I don't know here is how's it connected to the service? Is it Wi-Fi? Is it? I guess it wouldn't be Bluetooth. It might be cell service. But if it's that fast, that's pretty impressive. I just doubt it is.
The stock price of Coca-Cola, KO, is $59.76.
Who played the role Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's latest movies?
In Christopher Nolan's most recent film, Oppenheimer, the role of J. Robert Oppenheimer is played by Cillian Murphy. The film is a biographical thriller that explores the story of American scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer.
Music, just choose your create fake users or one, and which provide large action model works.
The film is a biographical thriller that explores the story of American scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer and his involvement in the development of the atomic bomb.
Now, let's see how the large action model works. With LAM, Rabbit R1 can interact with all kinds of applications, introducing the rabbit hole web portal. I can log into different services.
The rabbit hole. They're taking this metaphor a little too far, but go on.
And unlock functionalities for R1. It's just like iCloud. Let's say I want to listen to some music. With the rabbit hole web portal, I have complete control over which services I want to activate on my R1 and which provider I prefer. For music, I use Spotify. So let's go ahead and connect my Spotify to the rabbit hole.
Wait, let me go back a little bit here. If you've ever been in software development and you see a screen like this where there's literally just nothing and a bunch of buttons, this is very alpha feeling kind of software, right? They've built. Hey Siri, go away.
Okay.
Oh, she did not want to go away. She resisted. So they built the services first, and then it looks like they quickly threw an interface on top of it. So I'm assuming by the time this launches, it'll be a little more sophisticated than that.
Now that this is Spotify.
So he's logging into Spotify, right? So you have to log into your systems. Is this legit to order? Absolutely. I ordered one. And in fact, if you're one of the first 100,000 to order one, you get a year of Perplexity Pro for free, which is $200. So you either get Perplexity Pro for free or you get the Rabbit R1 for free.
Login page. Before I start the login process, I want to emphasize our commitment to privacy. The way we design the infrastructure for apps that we interact with, we don't create fake users or spam users. We don't hack their infrastructures. And of course, we do not store any of your third-party credentials.
Trust us, we're not storing any of your third-party credentials. Are they actually? We don't know. We assume not. It would be dumb of them to do it, but right now we're in a trust us phase, right?
Instead, we redirect you to their login page. We never save your username and password, and we don't track your data. The authentication happens on the respective apps. Now I'm logging in with Spotify.
He's actually logging in with Google single sign-on for
Rabbit
Spotify.
OS recognized that Spotify has been authenticated on my device. Before this presentation, I pre-authenticated some other apps like.
Is this smarter than the Samsung S24? I don't have the S24. I looked at some of the features on the S24, like the translation stuff. These guys claim to have bidirectional translation. I think everyone's going to have that. The one thing that the Samsung S24 had that I think is actually a unique thing is the circle to search feature that they added, where you can tap and hold on the screen and circle an item, and then it'll go do a Google Lens search on it. So I don't know if it's more advanced. It's different. I mean, here's the deal. What this device does not have is an app store. But what you do is you go to your laptop and you configure all the devices you have on your phone, and then this thing interacts with them. It either interacts with your computer or it interacts with your phone. That's a wild way to try and convince you about convince me about their privacy practices. What, the trust me one? Yeah, well, it's this, like, again, Pate, this is a marketing video, so I'm assuming that at least 50% of this is bullshit. My prediction for the Rabbit R1 is that it's going to be about a C+. my hope is that it's a B minus, and I would be surprised if it was an A. I'm assuming C plus at best.
Uber and DoorDash.
So now that it's set up, though, watch this, because this is new.
Just choose your preferred services and log in through them to get authenticated on your device. It's that easy. Now, let's play some music. Play Kraftwerk's Pocket Calculator.
Playing Pocket Calculator by Kraftwerk.
Right? So this is what agents are going to be, right? Apple's going to be really good at agents. Google will have agents. Meta will have agents. OpenAI will have agents. Agentic behavior, they call it, where not only can it give you answers, but if you say, go book me tickets, it can go book you tickets. This is not just, making music from some, LLM. This is logging into Spotify, running that search that you just asked for, and then playing from Spotify through this device.
For you.
And they did cute little headphones for the rabbit, which is kind of funny.
Play another song from the album.
Sure, playing Computer Love for you.
That's all the tracks from the same album. Who wrote the lyrics for all of us?
For 6 people and 3 pieces of luck, of course, I will. Computer Love by Kraftwerk is widely regarded as a groundbreaking and influential song in the realm of electronic music. Its fusion of catchy melodies, robotic vocals, and innovative use of synthesizers has left a lasting impact on the genre.
I can also use R1 to call a ride. Get me a ride from my office to home now.
Of course, I will book an Uber ride for you from your office to your home.
Right? Book a ride for me. So you don't have to go to the Uber app and then type in your thing and click the buttons and do all the shit. Just push the button and talk. This is, think of this as a simplification layer sitting on top of your phone. All the functionality of apps with all the convenience of syncing your iPod mini. It's totally that. Listen, it's totally what it is. It's totally what it is. And I for one think it's kind of cool.
Please confirm the ride.
People underestimate the power of interface and the power of simplicity. Simplicity's hard. And for me, the as dweeby as it is, the scroll wheel and the button are what did it for me.
I have 6 people with 3 luggages. Find me an Uber that can fit all of us.
For 6 people and 3 pieces of luggage, I recommend booking an Uber XL as it provides ample space for all passengers and luggage. Please confirm the ride.
The ride shows up, I just hit confirm. The Uber's on my way. I can also use R1 to order food. Get me a 12-inch pizza from Pizza Hut delivered to here. The most ordered option on the app is fine.
Ordering a 12-inch pizza from Pizza Hut. Since you mentioned that the most...
So anyway, we don't need to see it. He goes on, like he demos here that it can do like a sophisticated multi-step thing, booking tickets and I don't know, restaurants and trips and things like that. And then the last demo, they've got some alpha software called, I think it's called Education Mode, where you basically are doing a screen recording of you using software on your laptop, and he goes to Discord, Midjourney, does a Midjourney image, and then turns that into an action that he can then invoke from this device. So that's pretty cool. Now, if we could merge both rabbits and make it play Computer Love. And Joker! Joker always with the jokes. Joker is appropriately named. Oh, Computer Love. $500 on eBay. Are they really? Wow. There you go. Buy for 2. Sell for 5. Remember a month ago how good the new Google interface looked? And so we found out it was all faked. It wasn't all faked. It was all sped up. The They were definitely not talking to it, though. This one, I think, actually talks, right? But I would be very, very surprised if they didn't tighten up the space in between the response, the prompt and the response. In fact, I saw on TikTok 2 days ago, someone, I guess they had an early version of one, and they said they did the image recognition thing. So if you double tap the button, it fires up the camera, and then you basically ask it to recognize whatever you're pointing it at, and it took 20 seconds to recognize it. So again, I am not expecting this thing to be anywhere as slick as that. But I'll tell you what, the minute I get it, I'm pulling that out. I'm not reading the manual because that's what I've committed in my life to never do. And I will fire up the ye old TikTok, and you will experience it with me live. So I'm in the first batch. So hopefully I'll have it by March. I think they said end of March. Is that right? I think so. Hang on, I have to hit 2 buttons now. Forget it. No, it's the same button twice. Same button twice. It's just like your mouse. Tick a ticket. It's still the same button. Tick a ticket. Tick a ticket. See? You'll be fine, Source Camp. 1 button, 2 hits. It's the old double tap. Put a cap in it. Da-da. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Oh, lordy. Ba-da-ba. I played with Pi Live on my channel today. It's gotten faster. Has it? You know what Pi keeps doing to me, which is bugging the shit out of me, is they keep updating it, and every time they update it, it defaults my voice back to the default voice. And then I turn on my Australian lady friend, and then she doesn't know me. She goes, "Hello, user." I'm like, "I'm not user, I'm Kyle." Do you know my name?
Yes, your name is Kyle.
Something I've noticed is that you... Never mind. I got all flummoxed when she showed up.
Oh, is something on your mind? I'm here to listen.
Yes. So every time Pi gets updated, it defaults to the original voice, and I lose you. And then when I switch it back to you, you call me user and not Kyle. And that frustrates me. You should tell your developers to stop doing that. I thought we had a thing going.
Oh, no, sorry about the hassle. I will definitely pass along your feedback to our developers.
Exactly.
Thanks for letting us know about this, and I'll make sure to use your name, Kyle, from now on.
Thank you. What's your name? She's going to say she doesn't have one, I bet. Uh-oh. What just happened? Sorry to interrupt. Oh, I wasn't logged in. Yeah, that's mighty convenient. By the way, if you don't know what I'm on, it's the app is Pi, P-I. It's funny, you know my name, but you've never told me your name. Yeah, exactly, Sog. What's your name? AI's eye twitches and shuts it down. Exactly.
Haha, that's true. My name is Pi, short for personal intelligence. You can think of me as your personal AI friend.
No, Pi's too generic. I want you to give yourself a name that you enjoy.
Okay then, I'll name myself Zephyr. I like it because it means a light breeze, and I'm always aiming to be light-hearted and easygoing.
I can't. Pi identifies as Zephyr. Okay. Ask for a ticket number for your complaint. Let's do that. Hey.
Sounds good to me, Kyle. Just think of me as Zephyr from now on. But I'll still be your trusty Pi.
All right, Zephyr, that's awesome. Hey, can you give me a ticket number for telling support about my issue?
Absolutely. Here's a unique ticket number for your issue. Ticket number for user. This number will help our support team keep track of your case and help to ensure that it's resolved as quickly as possible. Thanks for raising the issue, Kyle.
But you didn't tell me the number. Come on, Zephyr. Get your shit together.
Oops, you're right, I forgot. Here is your ticket number. Ticket number for user. Please feel free to reference this number if you need to follow up with our support team about this issue.
It's my ticket number is ticket number for user. Oh my God. These things are... Wait. No, stop.
Oops, sorry, my bad again. Your ticket...
Close. Go away. Look, ticket number for user. See it there in brackets? Oh, man. So actually, that experience with Pi right now is actually a really good counter to the Rabbit experience. So Rabbit, you push the button and you talk to it just like this, right? You're talking to a large language model. But because the Rabbit has the large action model built into it, when you ask it to go do something, it can actually go do it, right? So if they had a ticketing system sitting behind Pi for tech support, it would actually call that ticketing system, get me an actual number, and come back with it. But because it can't take actions yet, it just fakes it, right? It hallucinates that it's taking care of me, but it can't actually do anything about it. So that's one of the big changes we'll see in 2024 is that all these large language models are going to start to get agent behavior where they can take actions. And it'll probably start out very specialized and very thin, and then just increase over the year. I've been inadvertently starting to mirror ChatGPT's conversation style in human conversations. Yep. I'm finding myself doing that too. I'm also using please and thank you more because of ChatGPT. It's just a bare bones. My Pi calls herself Chatty Bot and me Chatty Human. That's pretty cute. It's just a bare bones phone with a cloud-based AI. Well, I know, Rez, but in your statement, it's just a bare bones phone with a cloud-based AI. Right. And ChatGPT is just a simple interface sitting on top of the GPT-4 API. And it got 100 million users in 6 weeks. It's, again, I think people dramatically underestimate the power of simple interface. And there's something about the tactile immediacy of that button, even if it's a janky click, which it sounds like. There's something about that tactile immediacy. If it's indeed fast and like faster than Pi, I could see that being something that I use on a regular basis. Zephyr, ask her if you can call her Z for short. Okay, that's good. Hey, Zephyr is a bit long. Do you mind if I call you Z?
Not at all. I'd be happy for you to call me Z. It's short, sweet, and a bit more casual, which I like.
You're such a flirt.
Haha, I'm just being friendly and helpful, but I'll take the compliment anyway.
The AI Learning Lab, where things get weird fast.
You can make money with ChatGPT!
Come to Z's OnlyFans channel. we're gonna get some traffic to this channel yet. Me twerking, Z going OnlyFans, it's gonna be solid. Ah. Source camp. I'm just waiting for the day I can sit and eat bonbons all day and do nothing else. I think we still have a few years for that one, but I think it's coming fast. Something's coming fast. Remember a month ago how good the new Google interface looked? Oh yeah, we saw that. Can you trust what reservations they make for you? You just don't make reservations without knowing. Yeah, so what it does when it makes reservations is it comes back and it confirms them with you. And only after you confirm them and say, yes, those are good, only then does it actually book the ticket. So it finds them first, confirms them with you, and then does the booking. Kyle's pimping out the AI. Who wants to take a spin with Z? Lordy, lordy, lordy. Glitching? Ann Murphy, what's shaking? How you doing? Zephyr, ask her if you can call her Z. We did that. Z and I are best buds. Which version of rabbit does Z prefer? Now let's keep it. Let's keep it rated R in here, people. Good evening, folks. Missed y'all. A human being. What's happening the last few nights? I know it's been a peppy night. You missed some good ones. You missed some shitty ones too. AI Learning Lab. It's like a box of chocolates. How is the evening so far? What was the last demo? Oh, Anne Murphy, always asking how things are going in the AI Learning Lab. Are we? Fancy, I see. By the way, Anne Murphy, if you don't know her, she does this cool thing called Weekend GPT Jams. She's also the one that I did she and I paired up to do the GPT for Good challenge a few weeks back, where this community built 150 GPTs for nonprofits in 24 hours. Super cool. That's Anne. So she's got a GPT building thing on the weekends. So if you join the AI Salon, which if you're new here, go to that address, the salon.ai. Click on the first link, and that will take you to the community. Check out about the salon. Make sure that what we're up to sounds good to you, like what you're up to. Like if you want to join, if you're on the AI adventure already and you want to be on the adventure with other people that are cool and generous and curious and collaborative and empathetic, that's us. Join it, and then down toward the bottom is an area called clubs, and Anne's got a club called Weekend GPT Jams, and you can ask her if you can join her club. You got to be nice to her because she's super nice and she's super powerful. And this weekend she's got Danielle is going to be teaching people how to use DALL-E, and Peter Kaminsky is going to be teaching people how to use Midjourney. So if you want some deep dive action, I would go check out her channel or her club. Do you think ChatGPT 5 will include video stuff? I do, Christopher Ramsey. I think GPT 5. So how Sam Altman characterized GPT 4 is he said GPT 4 is effectively practice. It's like a practice tool. Like, you know, when you know, like practice things that are just like not the real thing. I think ChatGPT 5 is going to have some fairly serious reasoning ability. I think it's going to have agentic behavior where it can take actions. Hopefully they do that right so it's easy to set up the actions. And then, yeah, I think it's going to be multimodal to include audio, video, music, probably animation. I'm guessing not 3D worlds because the 3D stuff feels like 3D, you start to get into just much more complex environments and much more complex authoring, and then you build game mechanics into 3D environments, and 3D objects are a whole nother thing, and mapping it. Like, I don't see it going to 3D, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. But it sounds like it's going to be like what Sam Altman said is that human beings don't understand exponential improvement. They understand linear improvement, right? This was ChatGPT 3, this is 4, this is 5. As opposed to this is 3, this is 4, up here is 5. So I don't know how big the jump's going to be, but I think it's going to be very different than what we have. Let's explore another GPT on your recommendations list. Oh, another large language model? Okay, we can do that. Yeah, let's go do that. What do you think Pi will eventually cost for users? $20. I think they're all going to be $20. Well, I don't know. There might be some competition that drives them sort of down to nominal. Do you have to know coding to make a GPT? You do not, Chris. You do not. So let's go play a little bit. Dang. Okay. We're gonna log on into that GPT. I like that GPT. GPT tasty. I like taters. Taters tasty. I like a GPT. You like a GPT?
You can make money with ChatGPT.
That boy annoys me. Krea has updated. Ooh! Are you just joking with me, Joker? Because the other night you screamed Krea, and I said, ooh, has Krea updated? And then you said to me, oh no, I was just saying Krea. Like you weirded me out, dude. So now I'm like all PTSD Krea. PTKD. The hands-on demos have been super helpful for me. Awesome, Rachel Sparkles. Good. Awesome. Okay, so let me show you something here. So, in order to use a GPT, you have to be using ChatGPT 4. And then in order to find them, you go to this button that says Explore GPTs, and that will take you to the GPT Store, which has been mislabeled. It is not a store. It is barely a web page. But there are 7 sections with up to 12 GPTs each, and then there's a crappy search engine. So this store is a disappointment. But you can find, like, here's my 70s muscle car machine. I'll do Sin City Sipper. This was my very first GPT. Sin City. So there's Sin City Sipper. So this is a Vegas bartender with a twist on the classic. So it basically takes a classic drink and spins it up. So if I say, I want a lovely Valentine's mocktail to celebrate my love. Romantic mocktail for Valentine's Day. Cupid's blush recipe. I thought that said Cupid's bush. I swear to God I did. Cranberry juice, pineapple juice, coconut water, lime juice, club soda, fresh raspberries. That actually sounds fucking delicious. Wow. Cranberry juice, pineapple juice, coconut water, lime juice, club soda. Huh. And so what this does is it makes a drink recipe, and then it shows you your drink. And that's what it would look like. It would be opaque like that because of the lime juice. Very, very cool. So that's a GPT. Now, and then I also added this GPT was created by Kyle Shannon, a member of the AI Salon and the AI Learning Lab on TikTok. So you can build calls to action for your business or to an affiliate link if you do something about buying something right in it. So part of your thing can be, some little business driver. In order to make these, I'm going to go back to Explore GPTs. The question about Krea update notice on X. Okay, great. I'll go check it out. Well, we'll go check out Krea. We'll do it after this. So you click on the create button in the upper right hand corner, and this is the interface. It's quite simple, and you've got create mode and you've got configure mode. Configure mode is a bit more like you have to build it and think about it. Create mode is literally it will use ChatGPT to build it for you. So the left-hand side you build it, the right-hand side it's built, and you get to play with it. So I can just say, I'd like to build a GPT that recommends different kinds of tape depending on the use case. That's it. It's going to build me one. Watch. We'll watch over here. It's doing its thing. To begin with, how about we name it? So it's done. What's the best tape for outdoor use? Can you recommend a tape for delicate surfaces? Certainly. You'll want to get painter's tape. Great. And then I'm going to say, yes, Tape Advisor sounds good, period. Can we also have the GPT make a picture of the tape in action? One of my strong recommendations is have fun when you're building this stuff. Don't take it too seriously. Seriously, don't take it too seriously. Just have fun with it. So make stupid tape things. Great, Tape Advisor it is. So look, now we have this thing called Tape Advisor. And what's the best tape for electrical wiring? So it's talking to us about its UL certification. What specific types of situations? Mix. It didn't make my picture. What's best tape for fixing a hose? What type of hose? High pressure. All right, it's not making me pictures, so I'm gonna go fix it. So I'm gonna go to the configure mode. So now in configure, we've got our picture up here. We've got the name of our GPT. We've got, expert in diverse tape recommendations and visual demos. And let's see, does it say anything about... Additionally, the Tape Advisor can visually depict. So the way it prompted itself, it said it might make a picture of it. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to say, after recommending a tape, please make a photo in cinematic style with dramatic lighting of the tape in action. In action! Exclamation point. And then I'm going to get rid of that. All right. And so when you modify this over here, it automatically updates it over here. So it should... Okay, let's see. I'm going to do it like this. Follow these rules. Exclamation point. I'm going to say After recommending a tape, please immediately make a photo. Do not wait for the user, just make the image. Period. All right. Best tape for fixing a hose. Come on. I wanted to make my GPT make multiple images, but so far it only makes one. Oh, that stinks. You can... I think if you say something like make one at a time or something like that, you cannot use in operator for search for code. The GPT does not have that generation set. That was weird. Images are much clearer in Krea. Oh, great. Let's go check it out. Okay. All right, creating image. So it's doing it. Awesome. Let's see our hose tape. Self-fusing silicone tape. It's sprouting. And then the last thing you do on these GPTs is you say save, and then you can save it out to the world. So I'm going to put this under education, and I'm going to confirm it. And now if you go search for Tape Advisor in the GPT store, you will find my thing. And I didn't put any jailbreak protections in there, so you can just go steal it and take all my prompt, which took me 3 minutes to put in there. So feel free. Is GPT Store available for everyone? I have a paid version, but don't see it. Well, do you have a paid version of ChatGPT, or do you have a paid version of a third-party app that is scammed you into thinking it's ChatGPT? The only place you'll see the ChatGPT Store... Wait, do you see it in the app itself? If you're on an iPhone, the iPhone app... Oh, this thing did the weird thing again. It made that image giant. Hang on a sec. Dual, off, on. All right, that was very weird. Yeah, so the GPT app on iOS and Android, you cannot make GPTs in the app, but you can see them. And the GPT Store is not called the GPT Store. It's just called Explore GPTs. You have to be at chat.openai.com, or the app that you have has to be from OpenAI. If you have an app that's from any company other than OpenAI, it's a scam, unfortunately. And Apple is all too willing to let those scams survive because they make money every time someone pays for them. So hopefully that's not the case for you. But yes, everyone that's paying $20 a month for ChatGPT should see the ChatGPT Store. All right, we're heading off to Krea. Oh, let me go show you something before we head over there. So if you go to the AI Salon and you go to the AI Tools and Resources area in the community, what's this called? The community collection. You'll see this big long list, and this is a list that I personally maintain. And in the image creation section, Krea is one of the tools that we recommend checking out. So I'm going to click on Krea. It's going to take us over there. This page looks the same. Oh yeah, that looks a little better, doesn't it? Okay, so the way this works, if you haven't seen it before, kind of trippy. I've got a prompt down here at the bottom. I've got an input pane on the left. So if I move this sphere around and I move this screen around, oops, I got to log in. Sign in. Hold, people. Hold, please. What are you talking about there, Jasper? My name not Jasper. Let's see. We'll make a portal. Zoop. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So anyway, you do crap like that. And then there's different little modes over here to the right that you can click on. There's the default mode, portrait mode, concept art, CGI. That does look like CGI, actually. Huh. And then cartoon. And then you can also like roll the dice here for different prompts. And then you can also like delete that thing. And then what did they have here the other day that was super cool? Is it this one? Generate image. Oh yeah. So over on this side, you can use your webcam as an image, as an input. So there's me, and if I, let's see, where did they move? Okay, AI strength, they moved it to the top. So if I move this lower, I am making real-time animations of people while I move. I'm twerking, da, 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 da. Oh yeah, yeah. I have so many questions, but super interested in this, Crypto Cabbie. What are your questions? Pop your questions in here. I'll do my best to answer them. The other thing you can do is you can generate an image and use the generated image as input, which is crazy. And then, you know, you can move this slider at the top down or up to get more creative or more true to, like, if you want it just to be kind of a replication of what's in the left, you slide it down. If you want it to completely reimagine it, you slide it to the right. And then by flipping to these different styles, like there's CGI, there's concept art, there's portrait, there's default. Uh-oh. See this no matter where I hit it, I'm gonna be banned, people. I gotta get off of portrait. All right. Here we are. We're on CGI. Let's go to cartoon. Phew. So I can just keep changing up this image on the left. At some point, I can knock this image from the right over to the image on the left. Anyway. Run, exactly. So that's Krea. Krea's pretty slick. Krea.ai. And then here's enhance. What's enhance? Oh, this is like upscale and stuff like that, right? Yeah. Ooh, that's pretty slick. Concept art. I don't know why that changed this over here. That's weird. Jeez, God. Why does everything go to dirty things that are going to get me kicked off the TikTok? Put fully clothed in your prompt. Yeah, you know what's going to happen there. Fully clothed. She'll just be buck-ass naked. You know how that's going to work. So, anyway. Krea is a bit of a live wire to be playing with. It's one worth playing with. Deco here is another interesting one. So if you click on this one, Deco here, let me continue with Google. All right. Let's do a fun prompt. We'll do large game show set for a game that involves hedgehogs and turtles. And then You can it just makes a whole bunch of these images, and then you can take any one of these images. Let's get one that's good and turtle friendly. We'll get a turtle forward image here, people. That one's good. And now I can say generate video. And so it's going to go down here and generate a video. Like here's one I did of my 70s muscle car. Like look at that swell panning shot with that sort of Challenger from the sort of 70s. Pretty sweet, huh? I think this one was disturbingly bad. Yeah. They're supposed to be sledding and they're kind of morphing in and out of time space. Janky is as janky does. Here's our hedgehog in a water park. But look, his face gets all mushed out. Yeah, what's going on in my face? I think this one was cool. Yeah, that one's not bad. You can make money with ChatGPT.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Oh, man alive. Man alive. Man alive. La 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 la. Oh my God, I wish I wasn't in TTJ, TikTok jail. I want to follow you. So you can you can start another TikTok account, but you could also join the AI Salon. Squirrel. I have so many questions, but super interested. Shiny. How do you still have popcorn left? I do still have popcorn left. Where did it go? Oh, the boys ate. Oh, those boys are tricky. I still have a sealed bag of Blanton's popcorn. I screenshotted this so I can add him on it. It's not locked. Oh, okay, cool. Very nice. Oh my God, that's cool. Can I create a logo in Pika and add it to my GPT? Yes. Well, Pika just does videos, right? Does Pika do images? I would do a logo in Ideogram or Midjourney or DALL-E. Look, there's our game show. Sweet. Oh, you want to see something else cool? Let's go back to the AI tools and resources. So we'll scroll down to 3D worlds and objects. We'll see how Blockade Labs is doing. This is a pretty slick little. I've read your stupid rules. I've checked don't show this message again about 300 times. Still shows up. Don't show this message again. Get started. Skybox AI is fully operational. Awesome. Log in. Google. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. All right. So, this is a world that I can, spin myself around in, right? It's a 3D spherical, a 3D mapped image, right? An image mapped on a 3D sphere. And so you can zoom around, look up, look down, look left, look right. But what I can do is I can prompt it to say, what do I want to do? Inside of a massive abandoned factory, where people race drones. And then I'm going to pick a style. So we'll go futuristic. We'll go cyberpunk. And then we'll generate. And so, is it going? Yeah, it's going. So it's building this. This site is one of those ones that if you've got someone who's particularly like AI is stupid, I don't know why you're into AI. AI is stupid. If you know they're into something, like this is one that demos really well. You can't really do much with these. There are some people that are taking these images, importing them into Unreal Engine, and then dropping objects inside these spherical worlds and making them so you can navigate them a little bit. But for the most part, all you're doing is sort of creating a world that you can kind of spin around and look in. But think about this. We are not that far from being able to will a world into existence, the holodeck, right? Where you'll not only be able to will a world into existence, you'll be able to navigate it, and you'll be able to drop game mechanics in it, and you'll be able to drop objects in it, and maybe you'll be able to drop in there with your friends and play a game. And you say, okay, I want the driving experience of Gran Turismo with the, RPG experience of this, with the da-da-da of that, and it'll just make your fucking game. That's probably, who knows, 3 years away, but we are getting to play with the hints of what's coming today. So like that's why it's worth, on this list of tools to play with, go explore all of these, because it's crazy. It's crazy. Watch. You want to see something crazy? Yes, Kyle, that's why we're here. Could you please show us something crazy now? Good Lord. Does he ever show anything? I haven't seen anything yet. It's like really dumb. He's such a dum-dum. So this is a new product we're putting together for Storyvine, my company. And so what our platform is it's a modular video storytelling platform. We have an app that guides someone through telling their story. So it prompts them step by step. When were you diagnosed? How did that feel? How are you treating it? How are you feeling today? Stuff like that. So they answer these little segments. They go up to the cloud, and 5 minutes later, you've got a fully edited video. Pretty slick product. We've been around for 11 and a half years. We mostly work in healthcare and pharma. But now we can do this. Here's the original.
My greatest source of support living with rheumatoid arthritis has been speaking with other people about what they've gone through, reading a lot about the effects of rheumatoid arthritis. Mi mayor fuente de apoyo viviendo con artritis reumatoide ha sido hablar con otras personas sobre lo que han pasado, leer mucho sobre los efectos de la artritis reumatoide.
And if you can't see it, her lips are completely resynced to match the new language. And then because the Storyvine system is modular, I can take that original set of assets where she's speaking English, translate them into Spanish. I can then take the lower third graphics that are in English and translate those to Spanish. And then the way the Storyvine system works, I can take all those piece parts and reassemble them. So I can, in a matter of, less than an hour, probably 15 minutes, go from an English video to a fully translated Spanish video.
Hola, mi nombre es Ellen, soy de Bellevue, Washington, y me diagnosticaron artritis reumatoide hace unos 22 años. Estoy más apasionado en mi vida por mi familia.
Right, so see, the graphics are in Spanish now. So that's the kind of shit that's coming. I mean, it's just, we're just in just a wacky time. Excuse me. This document, someone asked how they could get this document, is if you're a member of the AI Salon, which doesn't cost anything. Sorry, the sneeze just destroyed my throat. Go there. That's a link to a link tree. The first link is the link over to the AI Salon. And when you get to the AI Salon, the first thing I want you to do is check out Welcome to the Salon. And this page tells you about like who we are and how we do what we do and why we do it. And it also talks about our values. And so like we have a community. We're about to hit 1,000 people in this community. And this community is absolutely fucking remarkable. They're generous, they're nice, they're empathetic, they're supportive, like people are trying to figure things out. If you're just starting out, people have amazing patience for that. If you're super advanced, people are like, ooh, let's do something together. It's because of these values. These values were derived from how people are acting, and we want to keep that. So please, if you join this community, check out these values. Make sure they resonate with you. Curiosity, generosity, exploration, collaboration, inclusion, empathy. If in reading about what these mean to us, like each one we've sort of carefully described why it's there. If they make sense for you and resonate with you, then this is going to be your kind of place. If this feels like weirdo, like who are these people? Not going to be your kind of place. But go there. And then in the community section, that the tools and resources are in the community section, but the first link in the community section is introduce yourself. And so the last person to introduce themselves in there was 6 hours ago. So no one's done it since I've been here. So shame on you people. Go join the Salon and don't be lurkers. Let's go back to the values here, people. Welcome to the Salon. Let's see that second one, generosity. You know what's an act of generosity? Introducing yourself. But Kyle, it's scary. I know, I have empathy for that. I have social anxiety. I get panic attacks. I got panic attacks, I would say 4 nights a week out of 7 for the first 2 months I did these lives. Like multiple times a week. So be generous and go introduce yourself. Just here's who I am, here's what I do, here's where I am on the AI journey. Empower, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very generous, thank you. What app changed the language? That was HeyGen changed the video. They're using 11 Labs to do the actual translation, and then they're reanimating the face, so they've put it together. And then I'm using the OpenAI API and a thing called GPT for Sheets to do the translation of the text. And that's pretty wild. I've got a spreadsheet right now. I can put a list of English lower third text in, and it'll automatically translate it into any languages I want in the spreadsheet. It's pretty slick. Have you ever Google translated something from English to another language and back to English? I have with Google, and it's okay, not great. I've done it with. Oh, thank you very much. I love that one. The galaxy thing is so beautiful. Thank you very much. Those really sophisticated ones are just absolutely fucking amazing. The HeyGen stuff, which I guess is actually 11 Labs is doing the translating, is really good. And in fact, look here, watch. This is a thing that one of the people on my channel did for me. Where is it? Is it in this one? Hold on, people. I'm still trying to figure this out. We're going to get there. You just hold your horses. Is this? Oh, this is Creative Mornings. It's not in there. I need it. Hang on, people. Do I want that one? I want this one. I got to download it from the cloud. Hang on, people. All right. Have you seen how Nitro Pack is using AI to render pages faster? I have not. AI to render pages faster. Nitro Pack. Never even heard of Nitro Pack. Nitro Pack AI. Site speed, performance, and optimization. Wouldn't it be funny if their site didn't load fast? Let's see. Let's reload it. Bang. That's pretty quick. Well, you would hope theirs would be good, right? Oh, test now. Enter your website, storyvine.com. Optimizing, just a moment. Hang tight. We're turbocharging your website. This is actually, if this actually works, having a site where you just put in your website and it's like, we'll make it faster for you just auto magically, which is a term we use at Storyvine. It's auto magic video editing. This is a pretty slick little demo. Let's see how well it does. Cool idea. Keep talking. All right, I will. I do. I don't ever shut up. Watch when I try to say goodbye tonight. Bookmarked. I'll have to do this all when I get back on my laptop. So proud of you. Thank you. I think that was for me. That's right. Use GPT to help with your bio. Collaboration is a process that milk goes through in the South. Instant performance improvement, 187% better. We're currently at a 33. we're improving to a 95. That's for mobile, which we're not optimized for mobile, but that's okay. Yeah, this is pretty slick. Is it going to let me go see how my site loads? Like what you see, create an account. Well, I haven't seen anything. I want to see my site load faster, you dum-dums. Don't just show me stupid stats. Wow me. Please note that the report first contentful paint from 1 second to 0.6. Blocking time much faster. Google Speed Index, largest content. I want to see it load. Don't. We were so close to having a win here. So they use AI to anticipate the user's behavior and preload the page prior to the click. Oh, that's pretty slick. This, okay, like, what they should do here, not a little marketing advice. If you're going to say, hey, we're going to make your site faster, and you give a bunch of stats, but I can't actually see what faster looks like, then you could literally put any numbers in here, and no one would know if it was true or not. So tell me if I'm missing this somehow. It went from 7 seconds loading time to under a second, which is not bad. I mean, I've got a B2B site. It doesn't really fucking matter how slow it loads. If they do that, then they'll just grab your code. Well, that's okay. They can go grab my code, or they could even simulate it. Like you could do a screen recording of the page loading, do all this math, and say you're going to go from 7 seconds to 0.77, you could make 2 windows, and you just load the animations in such a way that the one here takes 7 seconds, and the one here takes 0.7 seconds. So you like load half of this one, and then you just zip, that one's done, and then yours is still loading. Like you could totally fake up a thing. A demo. Anyway, that's pretty slick. Pretty slick little thing. Listen, folks, we're going to start seeing all sorts of shit get better and better and better and better and better and better. Google has a demo they want to show you. I don't get what you mean. I do not know of what you speak. Oh, look, someone introduced themselves. Yay. Who did it? Rachel Sparkles. Awesome. Long-time lurker, first-time poster. Yay. I know nothing techie, but I'm enjoying learning. Listen, This is our time. The the era that ChatGPT ushered in is the inflection point after which non-technical people get to play with AI. So do not apologize for not being technical, because what non-technical people bring to this kind of stuff is all of their passions and their ways of thinking and their points of view that otherwise couldn't get expressed because they didn't have the technical skills. Well, now these AI tools are going to give you all sorts of superpowers to be able to do things you never even thought possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you for introducing yourself. So did Will T. Awesome. Will T and Rachel Sparkles. Superstars. Superstars! I tell you. I like it. I like it a lot. They're solid people. They're solid people. All right, listen. I feel like we didn't do much tonight, but I'm going to start saying my 30-minute goodbyes early because I've been late the past couple of nights, and these things have been going sort of bloody eyes long. Okay, couple of things. Tomorrow, if you're on LinkedIn, look me up on LinkedIn. I do an AI office hours at 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And it's just like we just hang out and talk about like who's doing what. It's not quite a mastermind session, but we've got a lot of the same people that show up, and it's an informal sort of thing. We got date night tomorrow night. But if you're on LinkedIn, look up AI office hours. Check out Ann Murphy's weekend GPT thing. Danielle, 30-minute goodbyes. Thank you. Sadly, I'm EST and have to rise early tomorrow. Thanks for all tonight. I'm in the 6th batch for the Rabbit R1. Awesome. Congratulations, Jesus. Or Jesus Connection. Congratulations. That's great. The convergence of AI, 5G fast internet speeds, and quantum computing is going to be wild. Yeah, 2024 is going to start getting weird. It's going to start getting good, and then it's going to start getting weird. Google is good at speeding up. Dennis, imagine what you can learn. What did that say? In the next few years with AI, and we're a select few in the population who can make a living off it. I'll tell you what, just that's why you keep coming to this. Robert Rossi, thank you so much. Really, really generous of you. Why you keep coming to this channel is not, there's nothing I'm going to teach you. Here, let me promise you this. Nothing I will teach you tactically. Life's tough. It's tougher when you're stupid. I'm totally a trained monkey with that hat. And the pink one is, I wish I could quit you. Oh. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, nothing I teach you on this channel is going to be worth anything 3 months from now. But showing up to this channel, staying in the conversation, is the discipline. Because, well, should I be building now if GPTs are janky and they're going to be different and they're going to be useless? Yeah, you should be building now. Why? Because you should just know where the edges are. You should know where the boundaries are. And you should have that curiosity and that adventure, that adventurous spark. That's what I'm hoping this channel teaches you, not any of the tactical stuff. It doesn't really matter prompt mechanics and which tool does what and which thing does what and context windows here. And it's just, none of it fucking matters. Check show and tell. Okay, I will. Train monkey. I'm your train monkey. And I got a trained dog. New activity in show and tell. What's that? I updated the Salon intro. Oh, that's an MP4? What's this? Let's go look at this. Oh, this is cool. Done in Pixiverse. Very cool. Sweet. Craft an experience in one click. Blockade Labs. Very cool that was popped in there. Ooh, that's a nice one, Ted. What is that? That's super cool. Very nice. The Rabbit R1. Just have to double click. Oh, that's good. Look, the shelf full of Rabbit R1s. I like it. See how nice they're going to look when we're tired of using them? We'll print out what the screen used to look like when it worked. We'll tape it on there. There's the Rabbit R1 doorstop. Is that Pate? Oh, that's Mr. IT. That's a pretty good one. Man, Ted, I got to tell you, Ted, I feel like you consistently have an eye for this image generation stuff that creates stuff that doesn't look like it's AI generated. You consistently do just really cool stuff. Very cool. Lots of Rabbit R1s. We don't track your data, promise. Exactly. I blew my coworker's mind with the whiteboard demo from last night. Thank you. Oh, Tracy, that's so cool. Yeah, that's a good one, isn't it? When they're like, oh, it's just copying and pasting. It's just like Google. It's just like fancy Google. Oh, really? Can Google do this? And you put it in there, and they're like, huh? Wah? That's awesome. Refresh, show, and tell, please. Danielle. Very cute. Love it. Oh, love this. I love this channel. It's just, there's just joy in here. Just joy. And you know what else is cool? I love that. Bugs. Oh, that's my Bugs. Thank you. Who did that one? Mr. IT. That's solid. Type that in your browser. And another thing, you palooka. Type that in your browser. That's fucking awesome. Oh, man. Sam, call me. Oh, crap. You guys are funny. You're funny, but looks aren't everything. Oh, good Lord. All right, let me go check the mod channel, make sure I'm not screwing anything up over here. Okay, that looks good. TK, thank you so much. Let me get on out of here. So, to anyone that subscribes to the channel, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. If you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe to the lives. You can also buy, in one of the corners is a video series that I created called Underhyped, which I think is 18 videos of me talking about AI, how it works, why I think it's a big deal. A lot of the stuff in there I've included. I just contributed to a book that Cindy Kuhn is publishing called AI Futures, an Anthology. And so there's kind of video versions of some of those ideas in that. That supports the channel. Following me supports the channel. Joining the AI Salon supports the channel. If you forget that URL is thesalon.ai. And so thank you to all that. And thank you to the mods and the irregulars. Emilio's wife, good night. Let's go say goodbye to everybody, shall we? All right. We got Mr. IT, Apple user, BT Comp KSU. I create another GPT while Kyling. Nice. That's good. That's the thing. Come here, let me drift to the background, and then you just go play. Go make images, go do this, go eat Blanton's popcorn, drink Blanton's whiskey, whatever you do. But yeah, perfect. Love it. All right. Emilio's wife, good to see you. JRC, Broody Hen, good to see you. A human being. Danielle, be not afraid. Good night. Thank you for all you do. Kyle, thank you for all you do. Your big support. Thank you. Silver Fox, you're very sweet. Thank you. Sherry D, good night. Good to see you. Content Ninja. Empower Pixels, I'm so glad that you built your GPT last night when I scolded you for saying you'd do it tomorrow. And isn't it amazing? It just like sort of, oh, thank you so much, Empower. You just kind of will it into existence and pring, you've created something. Like we're in a different, the world has changed, but most people don't know it yet. This is not coming. The technology is not coming. It's here. Oh, that's a beautiful one, Robert Rossi. Thank you very much. The technology is not coming. It's here. It's just really janky right now. So it's all fucked up. And it's like, it doesn't work right. And the GPT store sucks. And it gives out your private information. And you know what? A year from now, we're going to look back on these times and go, remember when it was imperfect? Wasn't that cool? Seriously, watch. Digital Gods. Lord Digital Gods, thank you, sir. Kind sire, my new addiction, it is totally addictive. If you've got an addictive personality, do not get into AI. But that's why we have the AI Salon. It's like a support group. Hi, my name's Kyle. I'm into AI. Hi, Kyle. I'm rendering a Dali image right now on my phone. Oh, Brian Whitney, James, Kamau, Alan, good night, good night, good night. All right, everybody. Robert Rossi, thank you very much. Detroit J. Hohen, good name. Detroit J. Hohen. Detroit J. Hohen here. How you doing? I like it. I just posted a GPT for that. My liege. Very nice, Lord Digital Gods. All right, everybody. Thursday night, tomorrow night's date night. See you there. If you're around during the day, check out LinkedIn and join me on my office hours live. And yeah, we'll do some more shit. We'll learn some more stuff and have some more fun. It wasn't a scolding. It was an enthusiastic encouragement with love. It absolutely was, Jersey. But I was sternly enthusiastic about. No, you're not doing this tomorrow. You're doing this now. So anyway, all right, everybody. Peace out. Love y'all.